Hi lovers, hi, how are you guys doing? Hilma Daniel here. Welcome to my channel. Please do subscribe if you're just coming across us. We would really appreciate it a lot just to help our channel grow. Do watch the previous videos as well. There's quite a lot of videos on the channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you and welcome back. Okay, there's something that I need us to discuss that I just came across. I printed it out and I just need to read it to you guys. It's actually, I saw it on the Namibian. Yeah, I saw it on the Namibian, and they were talking about a study that have revealed that breastfeeding mothers are not being supported in workplaces. We are actually going to speak about breastfeeding mothers not being supported in the workplaces. They are saying that the Nutrition and Food Security Alliance of Namibia survey results published yesterday noted that companies, ministries, and institutions in Namibia are not inclusive of breastfeeding mothers. Access to breastfeeding friendly facilities in the workplace remains a challenge, as 95% of 46 surveyed companies do not have any dedicated spaces for breastfeeding, although this is a crucial part of the first 1,000 days of babies. Okay, yeah, we are gonna end there. There are some comments, however, that people made, and I'm not gonna read that. Some people are recommending additional months to maternity leave. Some people recommending bringing kids with to work, of which I don't think it's going to be a good idea myself. But maybe wherever that is coming from, they have a point if they were given an opportunity to explain it further. And some people are recommending, just an area, like it said in the, in the small thing that I just read here. Actually, I need us to speak about this. It's not going to be long. I just want to speak about this, and secondly, to say it's very important. And I also picked up that in most companies, breastfeeding mothers are really, really, really not considered. And it happened that, even now, even better. Back in the days, it was worse when we couldn't even pump and we didn't know about this storing of milk. We don't know how our parents did it. Back in the days, going to work and coming to breastfeed us, and maybe you find out that maybe a lot of kids were fed now formula, due to the fact that people have to go to work, and they didn't express, and milk have to be, all over you, because the whole day, you are at work and you are not pumping. At least with us now, you can pump your milk and you can store it and take it home to the baby. I think first of all, I would say it's if really, there's something that they were talking about on adding a few months for us, at least 6 months or so. If they can add a few months for mothers, that would really be a good idea, and we would really appreciate it a lot, because being a mother myself, you really pick up that when you live on these 3 months maternity leave, the first month you are pregnant, then you have to go home and wait, because you cannot come to work on those last minute. People don't want accidents. Now you realize that after now giving birth, the other 2 months of the baby is still very small. Going back to work, you literally leave the baby 2 months or so, and the baby is usually so small to leave, and then you go away from the baby. At least from 3 months, you are a little bit comfortable. Hence, also maybe an advice to mothers or people when you are planning to have a baby is that when you are planning to have a baby, your leave days, plan them very, very nice and save up so that you can add extra 1 month for yourself, just for leave, on leave days, because leaving your baby small is so emotional. Once you become a mother, it's just an emotional moment. It's very, very emotional. I think it's much better when you plan also and just add a few leave, save up for leave if you can, because at those moments also you don't sleep, you need to rest. It's some of those moments where you have to sleep. You don't sleep during the night, you go to work the next day, and you are sleepy, like you're literally sleepy. You are doing the work, but you are tired, you just want to sleep, you know. It's actually a very, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for mothers, you know. And we don't normally know these things. You know, you just get pregnant and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get a baby, and you are not prepared for sleepless nights. You are not prepared. It's those moments where you really go like, one can really go crazy during this moment. So you need a very supporting supporting system, you know, support system. And to the husband, this is a time that you should really help out the baby. If the baby is crying, take the baby from her. Also the nannies, you need nannies during this time to assist you guys, just assistants to assist you during this time, because it's not easy, even if it's just to take a baby from the mother so that the mother sleeps a little bit, because it's really hectic. Okay, and also to understand the assistance that stays with your kids, so that when you come from work, take the child from the baby. The father can come and take the child while the mother rests a little bit. The baby from the nanny, while the mother rests a little bit, and then she takes over through the night. Because I am not lying to you, raising a small child is a lot of work. I remember when my baby was like 2 months, I went to visit my parents for 2 weeks with the baby, and I didn't have a nanny. I left my nanny home and I went alone. And I wish I would have taken my nanny with me. I felt tired. I don't sleep. The baby is active. The baby needs attention because the baby can't walk. The baby can't, is it crawl? What do you call okukoka? I don't know the word in English. It's not there. And the baby is just there. You know, the baby can't lay there all day. So sometimes he needs to be, or he or she, whatever the gender is for the baby needs to be, you know, assisted. No, but let me not say he or she, because my baby is a he, but I'm just referring to babies in general. Okay. You know, and at that moment I was like, oh my goodness, I need help. I need help. I was like, I need help. And in that moment, I realized that we should help our nannies out. Let us not just be, we are tired and every time we're just dishing the babies to the nannies. Staying with the baby like that more often, it's tiring. It's tiring. And also, if you can help the nannies during those days with the house activities, help each other out. Seeing how tired you are, help each other out. That's the only way. So it's very important. I just wanted to say that if really workplaces can just have like a corner for work, because workers that are breastfeeding, for breastfeeding mothers, so that they can at least go and express milk for the babies, or the ones that maybe feel like calling to say no, bring the baby so that the baby breastfeeds, and then maybe the baby can come breastfeed, and then the assistant and the baby can go back, which either way people prefer, which either way people are more comfortable with, you know. Because I've realized that in some working environments, we do have open plan, where it's just an open space. And it will be very difficult for those breastfeeding mothers to also pump. I think this is really a good idea, and this is actually a good study. At least we are starting to consider breastfeeding mothers, because really this is our babies are very important, and they need to be taken care of. You know, if we can just you know, assist mothers during this time, that would really be appreciated, because there is nothing that I've noticed that is more challenging than a moment where you are a mother. Even for people that are getting married, you know, it's very important when you get married with your partner to at least take a few years, just to get to know each other, to, you know, build a strong bond before you make a baby. Because if you just enter marriage and boom, baby, and you guys are not strong, and you guys are not strong and you are not matured enough to handle things, you are you are going to, you know, fall, and you do not want this. So if you know you have never lived together before and you just enjoy your marriage a little bit, I would really advise that. And then you can now start giving birth to children, because the moment you start giving birth to children, you would think marriage is bad, but it's not bad. It's just that with a child added in the picture, it's too much work. It becomes a little bit of too much work. But once the babies grow, and then you guys are back to normal. You are back to your honeymoon stages. You are back to spending more time together. You are back. We do have children, yes, but they are not dependent on you. They are not dependent on you, because what you're going to be experiencing is that you might want to co-sleep with the child, where you co-sleep with the child breastfeeding. In that moment, a little bit of your partner is neglected. It's just, you know, it's just some of those logistics that we don't talk about and people don't know about, and people are not prepared to speak about them. But it's life, you know, it's a real life situations that happens. Then that's the only way we can be ready. At least when you enter from both sides, you know, and you are prepared that, okay, so these are some of the things that happens. So we need to be supportive of each other. Not the mother is sleeping with the baby is crying here, the mother is having sleepless nights, she's unable to satisfy you sexually, because during that time she's just like a zombie, and here you are just running around in the streets, adding stress on top of what she's already dealing with, instead of sitting with your wife and discussing ways on how to make things work, with including the both of you in the equation. I think these things we also need to speak about. So we are just going to talk about a little bit of breastfeeding. We just spoke about breastfeeding mothers in work environments, and I just added a little bit of other challenges that we might also experience in general, just for husbands. I think breastfeeding mothers are neglected, and they need to be taken good care of. They are neglected from home by the husbands. The husbands are just running around with other women, and they're not taking care of their wives. Stressing a woman who is taking care of your child and already doing so much, it's just weird, and maybe we need to speak to you guys so that you understand that it's not only your wives, it's across, it's across. We are also, us as women, we are going through a lot during that moment. It's those moments where you are breastfeeding, and then you see you both are breastfeeding mothers, and you are in a meeting, and while people are concentrating, you are all just like this. You can really tell you can't even concentrate. You are sleeping, and then you look at your other breastfeeding mother, and you're like, oh shit, we are in the same boat. We are sleepy. We did not sleep. It's actually, it's nice when we give you children, but at least give us support. That is all that I'm also going to plead from fathers of children. Give support to your wives and to your breastfeeding partners. They need it during that that moment. I think I just wanted to touch a little bit on breastfeeding mothers, and we really appreciate just this small recognition of the lack of support to mothers. We really appreciate it, because we are seeing it. We are seeing it, that not only at the workplaces, even in the houses by the partners are not supporting breastfeeding mothers as much. If we can just assist more, we would really appreciate it a lot. Well, that's it from me, Helma Daniel. I don't really want to make this long. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.